Yes, I can manifest, but I also have to work at it. And it means so much. You just can't slap it on a board and say, come to me. You have to work at it. So I continually work at my business. I continually fine tune it. I continually change because the market changes constantly.
Hello, dear listeners. It's that time again when we stroll through the paths of ambition, desire, and success. Welcome to the Dare to Declare podcast, where we explore the enchanting world of giant manifestors who turn their visions and goals into the stuff of legends. I couldn't help but wonder, how do some people create the lives they've always dreamed of? Is it the magic of manifesting, the power of perseverance, or perhaps just a dash of serendipity? Well, dear friends, grab your coffee cups because we're about to spill the tea on fascinating journeys of those who dare to dream big and make it happen. Join me as we sip on success stories and ponder the ever-enticing question, can we all manifest our dreams into reality, or is it just an urban fairy tale? I'm your host, Debbie Sluice, and I'm here to guide you through the labyrinth of achievement with heart and soul. Ready to dare to declare? Let's get started. Hey everyone, I am so excited that you're here again today, and my special guest is also my special friend, and her name is Shawna Bradshaw, and I want to give you a little bit of background about her, so I'm going to read her bio here. She is a beacon of resilience and a seasoned solution provider in the realm of real estate. Shawna's journey is a testament to her unwavering determination and her ability to triumph over adversity. With a passion for helping others navigate the intricate world of real estate, Shawna's coaching is rooted in her own experiences of overcoming challenges. Her personal journey has equipped her with a unique perspective, enabling her to offer practical solutions to her clients and mentees. Beyond her professional endeavors, Shawna finds joy in exploring the world through travel, indulging her palate in culinary creations and savoring the finest wines. Her love for exploration and discovery enriches her coaching approach, infusing it with a sense of adventure and curiosity. Shawna's academic background is diverse as her interest. She holds a degree in child studies and is earning an honors in child development and brings a deep understanding of human behavior and development in her real estate practice. Additionally, her expertise extends to the realm of an alternative medicine with DSHM in homeopathy, enriching her holistic approach to real estate. Welcome, Shawna.
Thank you, Deb. Quite the intro.
I know. Sometimes when I am on the other side of this, it's kind of like bippity boppity boo.
Yeah.
And isn't it fun to hear it read back to you? Tell me what you're thinking when you hear about that bio.
Well, I've definitely had a diverse life. You go from children all the way to healing and now into real estate. So there's threads all the way through, but there's definitely a lot of separate issues or separate areas that I have been involved in.
So let's dig in. I'm curious, we have a similar journey in that I also started in childcare. Now yours wasn't childcare, but it was child related. And then moved into coaching and into being an entrepreneur and in business. And, there's some parallels there. So, tell me how you got started working with children, but then also the homeopathy that you also have this love for health and healthy eating.
Yeah. So honestly, all my life I wanted to be a teacher. And that was my goal. I never really wavered from that. So I got into child development, child studies, ended up doing some teaching, and decided that I didn't really want to, but I wanted to work with children with special needs. And so I moved into a government position. So that's how that came about. Then I moved into homeopathy, and that came about through my daughter having severe hearing issues. Took her to many, many specialists. They were unable to provide her with any relief. And by taking her to my homeopath, he was. And that got me on my journey to helping actually children with homeopathy as well as their moms. That's what my practice tended to be. It was more in the pediatrics end of things because of my degree in child development and child studies. It just made sense. I was able to read the children better and I was able to assist them in that
That's
journey.
amazing. So, uh, because of your own experience with your daughter, that really gave you the inspiration to say, I wonder, like, is this true? Like, there's nothing out there like this. Somebody should do something about this. Like, is that what you discovered?
So I had gone to a homeopath because I was having surgery and I'm very susceptible to medication. So he put me on something called arnica. At the time, I had no idea what this was. It's now a little more mainstream. Most people do know what it is. And it helped me heal 2 broken feet. Within like 4 days, I was doing stairs. So that in itself was unrealistic. And when I went back to my surgeon, I had cut the healing time in half, and she's like, "What are you on?" So my journey was very beneficial to me, and I asked him if he would be able to help my daughter because we've been having issues. When he did that, within 9 months, she was healed. And I mean, literally healed. And I was told that's an impossibility. There was no way it could happen. We had her tested. She had regular numbers. Her hearing is better now than it ever was. So for me, that was something where I sat there and I went, no, I need to know more about this. And I'm an inquisitive mind, so I'm always asking more. And that's how I got on my journey with homeopathy. And it just fit beautifully into
Yeah,
my life.
amazing. And so I also know, like, it's not in your bio, but I want to just give you so much credit. Like, you did this as a single mom, right? Like,
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
that, I've been married and, for going on 33 years, and I'm in awe. And when I was in childcare too, how many parents were doing it on their own and how you have to take both roles. Can you talk a little bit about that and what it took to just get out of bed every morning and just keep putting one foot in front of the other?
For me, honestly, it was on auto program. My kids were my life. They are my life. They still are. I am appreciative of the fact that they're now lovely adults and very successful in what they're doing. But for me, I needed to move forward and I needed to provide for them and I needed to make sure that they were provided for. And I remember my daughter wanting to do competitive dance, and I was like, I don't have the funds for this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I started selling things off in my house and I made it happen. She wanted this, that was her dream. I made it happen. And she got her competitive dance. And every year the tuition would come up and I would be, how are we going to do this? So then together we decided, how are we going to do this and what are we going to do in order to get you the goal that you would like to achieve? And so she decided that the second year she was going to teach the younger ones dance. And so that was part of her tuition. So that it was a strong, I guess, journey for me to say that I can't always do it on my own. I need the help of others, even if it is my children that I was doing this for, but we would do it together.
That's amazing. So you involved the kids also in the solution, being realistic, but yet setting goals, it sounds like already back then.
Yeah, we had the jar system too. So, I would make only so much money. I was also going into school at this time too. I hadn't finished homeopathy yet. I hadn't finished my
Wow.
degree there. So I had the jar system where I was like, okay, we only have so much money every month. And I remember Austin, my son, coming in and saying, come on, can we have pizza? Can we have pizza? Go check the jars. Yep. The first of the month, we're good to go. By the middle of the month, he was like, I don't think we can have pizza, can we? And I went, I don't think it's a good idea, hun.
That's so smart. Like, for anyone that's listening, can you just share a little bit more about that? Like, what do you think that gave your kids? Because they're both successful adults now, and you should be so proud. Like, and I know you are. Like, yeah, yeah.
I am. So that system they both talked to me about to this day. They said they're gonna put this in their lives when they have children too. What it does is it showed them they had a grocery fund, they had funds for their clothes, so they're not their allowance per se, but it was funds for them. They got a monthly amount allotted for them to choose whatever they wanted to do. If they wanted a certain pair of running shoes that were more than that allotted amount, then they would have to save that, and they had to learn that they had to save that. If they wanted pizza, there was a jar that said takeout. So it was just a little bit of money in there. And if we could afford the takeout that month, they had to agree that that was okay and that's what they wanted. But it gave them some sense of purpose, and they also had their own jar, so they got a sense of how to budget, which I think is so important in this day and
That is
age.
so cool. There's a business idea in there somewhere. I love it. I think it's really, really smart. And it just, no wonder you're the successful businesswoman that you are now. But okay, before we get there, I'd like to know have listeners know a little bit more about you. Like right now, I'm going to put you on the spot. What are you reading?
Honestly, my books only happen when I am going on vacation, and then it's not a good thing that I'm reading. It's something to take me away and
Is
just
it kind of
enjoy.
smut? Like
It's kind of smut.
That's great. That's great.
I mean, I do read, but right now I'm in the middle of finishing off some coaching stuff. So I'm doing a lot of reading about coaching, about the program I'm working with, and that takes up a lot of my time.
Are you studying anyone in particular, like any of the greats while you're doing the coaching? Is there anything that stands out for you?
Honestly, there's so many books that we've gone through. I can't even pull something up from my head at this moment. So I apologize.
Is your coach, was she under Bob Proctor?
No, she knows Proctor, but she's not under him. So no, Kathleen Black is the coach. The be all and end all is her book. She's actually written a book, and I am actually reading that too. The Top 1%. Yeah, there's Kathleen Black, Top 1%, and also once I finish that, Relentless to Rise. So both of them are a journey of her life as well as how she got into coaching. So honestly, this is consuming me right now. So
yeah, I think I know we're a lot alike, and I get obsessed with things, and then it's just like I just want to find out everything. And one of the things that it said in your biography is that you're curious, and I love that attribute. So, okay, this is like totally random question. You have a cat, so we talked about wine, and you have a cat, and her name is Shiraz. Like, how fun is that?
She wasn't a Merlot when I got her. She was definitely a Spazzy Shiraz. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So what lessons does Shiraz teach you?
Oh my gosh, she's an extension of my children. Like, she teaches me to be patient, 100%. She has a personality all of her own. She'll let me know when she wants something. She lets me know when she's angry. I've taught her communication buttons. So right now she's actually pushing buttons when she wants something, and she's to the point where she's very much like me. Now.
Stop it. So now you've given this sassy cat even, oh my goodness, a way to like be demanding. Oh my word. You might be onto something. That's amazing. And she's toilet trained too, right? She knows how to use
Yeah. So her buttons are flush and treat. And so when she goes to the bathroom, she wants to treat. So she goes flush. And if I ignore it because I'm on a phone call or I'm doing something, it's like, yes, I hear you, Shiraz. And she's like, flush, flush, flush.
That's amazing. Well, the other day, you recently moved, and you were moving, and I think, was she like laying on top of things to try to distract you or something like that I saw on your posts? Like,
yeah, she was trying. So Shiraz likes to be around me 100%. I'm trying to put together a table, and she's lying on the manual. She's taking the screws that I need in order to actually put into the table, and she's playing with them. They're halfway across my house, and just like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
But she's a lot of fun, and she's, like I said, she's got a huge personality.
It's like she reminds you to be playful. Like, she's,
Yeah.
so yeah, I love her personality. Like, it's really distinct.
Yeah, she has a distinct personality. I appreciate her very, very much. And you're right. She does say, it's time to play. get away from the desk. She does allow me the opportunities to get away from my desk, take some moments out for myself while I'm busy and doing what I need to do, which is important for everybody. Everybody needs to do that.
And you are an ambitious businesswoman, and I'm sure I'm guessing that there's probably a challenge to get away from the desk, like just to leave it. Is that true?
I could probably be at my desk 12 hours. So,
So that's excellent.
yeah.
So I know that you've been creating vision boards for a while. Like when was your first one?
Mhm. I remember creating my vision board when I was first starting off as a homeopath. I had That's when The Secret came out, and that's when I started reading about that, and it really resonated with me. And I thought, don't know anything about vision boards, but I thought, oh, I like this concept. I heard about it, and I started doing this. Now, I didn't display it proudly. I put it in my closet. I put it where I got changed every day so that I would see it. Now my vision board is displayed prominently on my office wall so that when I am there, this is something I see daily. And when I have a frustrating day, I just sit there and I look at my vision board and I go, I'm looking at it now, and I just go, yep, this is my goal. This is what I'm doing. Okay, where's the solution in this? Let's figure this out and let's come together and get a resolve. So my vision board is everything right now.
Is there any difference in the results that you had from the past to your current one with displaying it more prominently or paying more attention to it?
Yeah, so I took an amazing course with an amazing lady named Deb Slews.
Nice setup. Nice.
And what you taught me was mine was too cluttered. I had them pasted every which way, and I couldn't see the purpose of them. So I needed more white space. Now that I have more white space, it's very, very clear as to what I want and how I want to get it. So I can see on there. And it's funny because I always seem to have a way of doing one side work, one side personal, but then there's a center part that comes in and they intertwine. Whereas before it used to just all be work or it was all personal. So now it's encompassing all of it and coming together.
How does that feel for you?
Oh, a lot better. Because without work, I wouldn't have my personal life. I mean, I would, but it wouldn't be as phenomenal as it is now.
Right. So I don't want you to show your board because it is a very intimate experience, but if you give us a few hints of what's on your board.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I do have me doing a podcast, and lo and behold, it was on, and it is there. The word resilience is across my board, and little did I know that that word was going to mean as much as it did this year. When I chose this in January, I had no idea, but it means a lot. There's vacations on my board and first class, and I am actually heading to Sicily in September on a first
Yes,
class
you
trip.
are. That's amazing. Congratulations on that manifestation.
Thank you. And that came about with other conferences that I go to, but it is a women's mastermind retreat that I am going to, and I'm really excited.
That's so fabulous. And I love what you said about we put it on there in trust. Like you said, you did it earlier this year, not knowing why necessarily or the how, but you just leaned into the feeling and trusted that this is what you needed to put on the board. And then the how and the what shows up.
Yeah, and it always seems to do that. And if I have a block or I don't achieve something on my board, and I will say I'm very fortunate. I have achieved I've achieved just about all of it on my board. And I have every year. But when I don't achieve it, I have to sit back and go, why didn't I achieve it? And it's normally me putting a block on it. So I have to think about why. Why did I block that? Why did I do that? Sometimes it's a lot of work to figure that out.
For sure. It's an ongoing task, isn't it? And it's like peeling an onion.
Yeah.
You find one layer and you're like, oh, well, I guess I dealt with that belief or that, block. And then it's like, oh no, there's actually a little deeper. So, and that brings me to my next comment and question for you is that you and I belong to an amazing group. We call ourselves the Diamonds. It's like a little funny
Yeah.
take on the Golden Girls, but I think we're probably the age of the Golden Girls, but
We're,
heck no, we
well, we're
don't look like
sparkling.
them. We are not old ladies. But we have this amazing group, and they hold us accountable. They are, shoulders for us to cry on. So tell me what this group means to you, and also to accomplishing your vision, and to helping you uncover those beliefs perhaps, or to replace them, or to just build up your confidence.
Well, you know as much as I. My life has been topsy-turvy and very much up and down. The Diamonds are an amazing group of women that have the unique ability, each and every one of them, to support in different ways and build each other up. There is not one person that would ever knock someone down for trying something new, or saying, I think I want to do this, or I'm not sure about that. Everybody comes together with a unique point of view and an ability to help you figure out something that you're going through. And that is my number one support that I feel every time we get together. And it's not just one person that always needs it. Sometimes it's other people. Sometimes it's necessary. We all have something that we need to discuss, but we're all given equal amount of time. We're all given the support that we need. And then there's always follow up. I mean, the Diamonds are an incredible group of women, all successful in their own ways, and all have the ability to be able to be there for one another in our time of need, in our time of success, too.
Yes, we celebrate with one another, we cry with one another. And yeah, I feel really blessed to be part of that group. It takes one person to pull it together. And, I'm really appreciative to our mutual friend, Pam. And
Yes,
it's about
yes.
consistency. It needs to have, somebody has to set the date, set the time. And I'm always in, admiration of you, Shawna. Like, you drive an hour one way to come to sometimes just a 2-hour dinner. And that just shows the value of that friendship group, and that value you place on that.
Oh, definite. I mean, when I moved an hour away, I moved away from all my friends and my support. Um, and but that doesn't matter. An hour is nothing. The amount of energy I get out of our group and just being around you ladies, it it's worth more than an hour of driving or 2 hours of driving. That's nothing. To me, it fills my heart
hmm
constantly.
But it is something. I just want to acknowledge you for that, because a lot of people that I work with, a lot of women, they crave this kind of connection, and they really desire
Yes.
it. I have an image in my magazine that is of a group of women that could easily be our group of Diamonds, and it's the most popular image in my whole magazine. Uh, but it takes effort. I mean, I'm sure sometimes you come home from work, and I know sometimes you still have real estate deals on the go, and you still get in your car anyways, and you do it anyways, and you show up for yourself and for us. And I just want to acknowledge you for that, because it doesn't just happen. There's the vision, there's the goal, but then there's the action to make that happen.
There is, but as you say, anything that's worth anything is worth
hmm
working on. And my friends mean the world to me. If anybody is a friend of mine, they know it. They know that I will show up for them. I will be there for you 100% of the time. You just tell me what you need and I'm there.
And you bring a great bottle of wine.
I love my wine. You know
I
that.
get to benefit as your friend from that for sure, because it was recently my birthday and she gave me an amazing bottle of wine. And we also have a love of shoes too, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do. In my new house, I'm designing my closet right now and I can't
Oh,
wait.
I can't wait to see it. So let's talk a bit about your success. I mean, you've been modest about this, but you've really accelerated. I remember when you decided to go into real estate, and you took the training and you got your license, and then, like, you've just exploded, and it's just incredible how a single decision and then persistence and action, you can manifest your dreams. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, I came back from France and floundered a little bit. I was living in France for about a year and didn't know what I wanted to do. Tried to go back to my old job. That didn't work. And my parents were the ones that said, "Oh, I think you'd be really good at real estate." And I looked at them and went, "I don't know about that." And they set up an interview for me without me knowing. And all of a sudden, I'm in real estate. I was like, "Oh, I'm really fired up about this. I like this. Sounds right up my alley." Took fast tracked and took all the courses that I needed to do and got into real estate, and I've never looked back. I should have done this earlier in my life, but I think all my experiences up until that point led me to this decision, and I am thrilled that I am in it. Yes, I can manifest, but I also have to work at it, and it means so much. You just can't slap it on a board and say, "Come to me." You have to work at it. So I continually work at my business. I continually fine tune it. I continually change because the market changes constantly. And I was telling you that, the number of times I would get a deal that was commercial, and I was like, I am not doing commercial. It did not turn. I didn't want to do it. It didn't feel right. And I get it year after year after year after year. And finally, last year, it came to me in a way that was a little unsuspecting, in a way that I actually enjoyed and could handle, in the way of development. And I took for sale by owner and found a buyer for them, did the deal on both sides, now work for the developer, and now I'm working in commercial real estate with development.
Shawna, that is so exciting. And I love that you said no, but then when the opportunity presented itself, you got curious. What's in it? What's in here for me to know, to learn, to grow? And that's just, so incredible that you just didn't keep that wall up, but you were open to possibilities and to opportunities.
I think it was just trying to present itself in a different way that I would say yes. It was unsuspecting to me, and it was monumentous, the amount of work I had to do to learn about this, and I'm still learning. It is overwhelming. And a lot of people would just go, no, no. But I love the challenge. I love being able to figure things out. And I'm still learning. I'm still loving it. And now I'm on the other end of this as well. And we're going to be selling lots with houses on it. So I've sold the lots. Now I'm selling the lots with the houses on it. So, because now I'm working with a builder too. So it's different avenues that it takes me through. And it's just an incredible journey. And I'm happy because it actually is a challenge now, and I love challenges.
And one of the things that it said in your bio is a holistic approach to real estate. And as you said, it's not just a billboard that goes up and says, hey, the redheaded realtor, you need to work with her. I'm sure it's all the
Yeah.
skills that you learned even when you were working with children with special needs, with their families, like all those interpersonal skills that you built then on understanding people, really listening. Like that
Yeah.
takes a skill set around listening to what people really want versus you just selling people what you think they want. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, child psychology has come in so handy. With my buyers, with my sellers, I'm able to at least we learned how to listen, but we've also learned how to adjust expectations. And so I use that constantly with the builders, with the developers, with my buyers, with my sellers. It's always come in handy. And even as a homeopath, I thought I could listen. It wasn't until I became a homeopath where you actually had to train yourself to listen. Stop what's happening up inside your mind. Focus on the question, focus on what they're saying, focus on whatever is going on, but take your stuff and put it to the back and focus on what's happening. So that's listening. And that I think has really helped me with my
Mm,
career too.
so amazing. And I think a lot of people that I meet, clients that want coaching, are really siloing their skill sets and thinking, okay, so I'm going to move into this new business idea, and they kind of leave all of the gold, all of the goods that they've been building on the table. And it's like, no, let's scaffold all of this and integrate it and blend it. And it sounds like that's what you've done and really created this unique approach to real estate.
Thank you. Yeah. I honestly, I think all of our life experiences help us with what we're doing, whether it be real estate, vision boards, manifesting, mentoring, creating things. Like, it does come into play. There's a reason why we're at this point in our lives doing what we're doing. It wasn't because we started off doing this. It's because all of our experiences brought us here.
So let's, anyone that's listening, I know you're going to love Shawna as much as I do, and you're going to want to talk to her. And so you can reach her where, Shawna? Where's your website?
So very easy. I am a red. I am a realtor. So it's the Redhead Realtor, or redheadrealtor.ca.
And we will put that in the show notes as well. So you're going to want to catch her there. And she's got some new things in the works. As she alluded to, she is working with a coach, and she's going to be expanding what her offerings are and her wisdom. And so I would strongly encourage you, if you're in the Southern Ontario area, that you reach out to Shawna. She certainly can support you with your real estate needs as a buyer or seller. Is that right, Shawna?
Correct. And if I can't because I'm not in that area, I certainly know a number of people that will be able to assist and support you in the same manner that I would.
Amazing. And for those of you that are listening globally, if you're thinking, hey, I'd love to check out Canada and see what's here, our real estate prices compared to many other areas, like some of the bigger cities like Toronto, you'll be surprised at in terms of residential, what's available to you. So reach out to Shawna, she can help you. And then the other is that if you are in real estate, I know that you are also looking at the coaching aspect as well. I know it's to come. I know it's a little bit ahead of the game, but I just, I want to set you up for success with this. So even if it's not quite ready yet, that's okay. People can reach out to you, and then when you do have that available, that they could connect with you and get involved with that.
Yeah, it should be very soon. It should be very soon. But yes, I am coaching with Kathleen Black. I am excited about that. Finishing up with her extensive training. And I'm going to say this is unlike any other coaching that I've ever been through with real estate. So if you're interested in something like that, I would be happy to talk to you and walk you through everything.
And you said to me as well that you shared that you're going to be writing a book at some point that's on your vision board as well.
I knew you were going to do this.
It's always about making it a little bit uncomfortable, right? So, you can read others' books, but watch out for Shawna's. It's going to be, she's declared it, so it will be. And this girl, when she puts her mind to something, it happens, right?
Yes, it does.
Well, this has been amazing, Shawna. I appreciate you so much as my girlfriend and as a professional. And so thanks for being on here today, sharing your wisdom. And make sure you check out Shawna. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Today, we've delved into the realm of manifesting giants, exploring the power of declaring our desires to the universe with unapologetic boldness. But before we bid adieu, I have a little something special to share with all of you dreamers out there. Introducing the Dare to Declare Vision Board magazine and online DIY Vision Board course, your ticket to manifesting greatness in style. Picture this: flipping through pages filled with inspiring images, empowering quotes, and step-by-step guides to help you create the vision board of your dreams. Whether you're yearning for that spacious condo with a view, or a love that sets your soul on fire, our magazine is here to guide you every step of the way. Dive deep into the art of manifesting with our exclusive online DIY vision board course. Led by manifesting expert, yes, yours truly, and seasoned dreamers, this course will teach you the ins and outs of creating a vision board that speaks to your heart and soul. So what are you waiting for? Join the ranks of the manifesting giants and dare to declare your wildest dreams to the universe. Head over to our website, debbiesluice.com and grab your copy of the Dare to Declare Vision Board magazine and enroll in our online DIY Vision Board course today. Until next time, keep dreaming big and daring to declare, because in the world of manifesting, the sky's the limit.